Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Whew, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is, Nune Crep's hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to, sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own... Is that smoke from Castra Mabania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castra Mabania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. There's no time to lose. General Alden needs to know what we saw.
You are returned. I only hope you bring good news.
We scaled the cliffs of Nyon-Krep's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Abania's main cannon. I think Marshal Terrapin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow.
Then we must attack Castrum Abania at once.
It could still be a trick. But if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity.
Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing.
Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational.
Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum?
In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have laboured long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Gyr Abania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Abania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress.
The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamigans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad.
I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alizé and our friend, I'm sure.
Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Abania. Go, and may Ralga watch over and keep you.
my apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess, my decision to volunteer was not wholly motived by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castra Mabachnia is the largest Imperial facility in the peaks you see, and so the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. So, to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarupin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while our friend and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as...
Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamigans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarupin's agents got one of them to turn his coat.
I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadin woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends.
Courage. Right, put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon.
With me, my friends, and be ready for anything.
Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. You've a bit of time to spare, I hope?
See? What did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris.
Do you wish to enter Specula Imperatoris?
Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lee's. Come. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces.
Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castra Mabania anymore. Do you think... Alfino said we were looking for a Rogadine woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage? I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same.
Leave me be.
Times are changing, and with change comes opportunity for...
Ain't seen you around before? Takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. See any roses? Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, because I'll not speak on it more. At least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder on the other hand.
Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alfino and Alize. We'll meet you there.
Not followed, were you? Good. That all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves.
We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Terrapin.
Name Starkwoad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris and the cannon, isn't it?
Just so. Can you tell us what happened?
I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said.
One man single-handedly disabled the cannon.
Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they've finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely.
So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castrum Abania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us?
Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry.
Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Lise and her unit will make for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack.
Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details.
The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. By Ralga, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly.
Our friend is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in her company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducks?
Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places.
Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center.
If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May Ralga guide you to victory.
This is your last chance to make your preparations. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin.
powering major tech engines.
Man the cannons! Suppressive fire!
Emergency restart systems from stable evacuation.
Initiating Icebreak Protocol critical failure. Dakota, I like your drip.
You give a playful smile and say, oh, thank you. You give a playful smile and say, oh, thank you.
I like your name too.
Jerry looks happy and says, ew. You laugh and say, lol, thank you. Lol.
I've been thinking about changing my name to a law accurate Lalligan name. If Grimly Glock was law accurate, what would it sound like? Brain small and I don't get the convention full.
Gentleman man. For a boy it would be like Brimbly Bimbly.
That's pretty good. Grimbly Bimbly kinda hitting.
Or lop plop. For a girl, it would be grimly grim.
Oh, I get you. I think it might be Grimbly Bimbly.
That's sully.
Amazing.
Hostile presence. Subject number 24 engaging in combat mode. Commencing IC for load. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing IC attack. Inhibitors disengaged. IC for output level. Warning IC for overload. Combat system throttle defensive function. System restored. Recommencing lightning for load. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing lightning. Inhibitors disengaged. Lightning for output level. Warning lightning ether overload. Combat system throttle defensive function impaired.
You laugh and say Jesus.
System restored. Recommencing fire ether loading.
Go Kebber.
'24 protocol initiated. Commencing fire attack. Kibbles carry.
What's your kick?
Roll.
Uh-huh.
Inhibitors disengaged. Fire into output level maximum. Warning fire ether overload. Combat system throttle defensive functions impaired. System restored. Recommencing IC reloading. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing ice attack. Inhibitors disengaged. IC for output level maximum. Warning ice ether overload. Combat system throttled defensive functions impaired.
Extra cookies for Kebber.
System restored. Recommencing lightning ether loading. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing lightning ether. Inhibitors disengaged. Lightning ether out at level maximum.
Let's Guru.
Oh wait, that's it.
Nuruo.
Rats. A valiant effort. That was fun.
Applause.
You know the rules.
And so do I.
Bam. Whoa. Okay, Grey Pass Ninja. Not the Great Pass. For legal reasons.
What?
That's a joke. Rose Grey Pass. War buddies.
What? No comprehend.
Coco, what's your favourite colour? Wait, no.
That's a trick question.
Time to lock in. Drew. Your Baja Blast Blue.
Lol. Hi, everyone 333.
Alright, time to lock in. Let's Guru.
Hostile presence detected. Subject unknown. 24 engaging in combat mode.
Havana.
Commencing items below. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing ice attack. Inhibitors disengaged. Icy valve level max. Warning ice and fill below. Combat system throttling defensive function.
Paco waves and says, hi.
System restored. Recommencing lightning ether loaded. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing lightning ether. Inhibitors disengaged. Lightning throughout at level maximum. Warning lightning ether overload. Combat system blocking defensive function. System restored. Recommencing fire ether load. '24 protocol initiated. Commencing fire attack. Inhibitors disengage fire level. Warning fire overload. Combat system throttle defense functioning. System restored. Recommencing as below. Ether loading test completed and redesign required. Good stuff, gamers.
Phew.
Easy clap. No deaths.
LGMG Cass. What fortune to receive such a promising test subject. This way, little one, this way. Time for your medicine. This way, little one, this way. Time for your medicine. Well, we have doubter enough. We will learn from this.
I like your writing, Coco.
Thank you for choosing me. Good game.
LOL, thank you.
Good game.
The Coco, will you be my friend?
Thank you.
Good game. Thank you very much. Okay,
Grimbley looks happy and says yay.
you laugh.
The Coco. I don't know how to add friends.
You laugh and say hang on. I think we have to leave duty first, one sec.
The Coco, I will try to add you outside.
Yes, yes.
Well, we did it. Castra Mabania belongs to us now. Nargo and her people took Arlise to Radiata to receive treatment. Alfino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties. But somehow, it feels empty. We should report to General Aldin. Kryl wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Rauban's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway.
Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperatoris, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Ralga's star yet burns bright.
I'm glad. I really am. But you should know that Arlise was injured in the fighting.
Regrettable. But I'm pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. Fordola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to his so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise?
Oh, it's nothing really, just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Kryl and do so much more.
We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lise. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there is something I would like to show you. Both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push.
I don't see why not.
Then come with me to Radiata. From there we'll need to follow another road south. Even after all these years, it's still the same. Lise, I brought you both here for a reason. Even a blind man could see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alize was dead for a moment back there. "'Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, and that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then. I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer.
I understand. He's been away for a long time and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, and I'll head northeast.
Seven hells she's seen us. Sod it, dead's as good as alive to the Imperials.
Hunt train, next up the peaks. Hunt train next up the peaks.
They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Ala Megan, not even conscripts by the look of them, barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh gods! Ahalize and Alfino could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nargo.
Acrobuing Lu 99.6 the peaks Z 0.0. Hunt train next up Ilmeg.
What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight.
We were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you all right?
Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Ahalize was asleep last I checked.
I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers? Not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castra Mabania? God's damned fools.
Lise, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you. They were young, less than 20 summers. I thought so. It's always the young ones, the ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for.
Higher Caleb.
See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer.
Howdy Caleb.
Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us.
They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. Aye, you get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their trouble, or worse.
Even so.
And the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding. See? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to if it comes to it, but remember that.
The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way.
Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves, together. A better home than they've ever known.
Caleb smiles and says, "Hi guys."